Sorry, I just want to tell you that Mr. Patton from the Palm Suite wants to talk to you.
He thinks we've ruined his honeymoon? Him. I will ruin his honeymoon.
What happens when you are in a game theory-wise, but an incredible amount of spite or the need for vengeance takes over? That's what we're going to look at using the White Lotus as an example. My name's Matt Rose. I'm with Susquehanna University and excited to be joined again by Mike Enz from Virginia Tech. Mike, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
In a previous video, we examined Shane and the fact that he had paid for a room, didn't get the room he had paid for, and kind of a little bit of question on Shane's preferences and was he suffering from what economists would call the sunk cost fallacy. We're actually going to look at some of those same clips, but then quite a few more, and ask a different question. And it's, are the players here behaving rationally? Because it does seem like Shane and Armond get into a bit of a game. But Mike, thanks for being here. Any thoughts before we watch the clips?
No, just excited to get back to some fantastic characters here.
Yeah, fantastic. Everybody's favorite people who behave so well. We'll go to the clips and then we will be right back.
And Ms. Undecided. Finding everything to your liking?
Actually, I think you put us in the wrong room. We were supposed to be in the honeymoon suite.
Oh, there is no honeymoon suite.
We're supposed to have a plunge pool on a private patio.
Oh, well, that would be the pineapple suite, but I don't have a record of you booking that room, no.
My mother sent a virtual tour. She booked the room.
Well, you're paying for a presidential ocean view suite. The Palm, that's a very nice room. Totally unique.
Right. It's really nice.
But no plunge pool.
Well, the pineapple suite isn't available, I'm afraid, anyway.
Oh, it's not?
No, there's a German couple staying there.
Oh.
They also just got married.
So, it is a honeymoon suite.
Shane.
No,
It's not that big of a deal. I mean, the room is really, it's gorgeous.
Oh, well, the Palm's everyone's favorite. I prefer the Palm to the pineapple, don't you, Lani?
The Palm, yeah, the Palm.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. That's a bummer. I saw the virtual tour of it, and it's... We're definitely not paying for the more expensive room.
No.
Right?
I mean, yes, you are not.
Okay.
I think I might have f***ed up and double booked the pineapple suite. But, hopefully they'll just get over it. See, in situations like that, just always stay positive. Remind these people of all the fabulous things they already possess.
Bubba.
What?
The guy lied. I mean, that or he's just stupid or something. We did book the room with the pool, and we paid for it. My mom forwarded me the booking.
Shane!
What? I'm not gonna let him ruin our honeymoon.
No, but he's not. You are. Like, let's just enjoy this room. It's nice. Just forget about the other room.
But we paid for it.
Get over yourself.
Get over myself?
Get over it. Like, why are we even thinking about this? Let's just enjoy our honeymoon. There's no problem.
Oh my God. Bubba. Hey, excuse me. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Patton, how are you this morning?
Yeah, okay. So, I have this email here forwarded from my mother.
Oh, an email from your mother.
Okay, so yesterday you said that we paid for the room that we have, but actually we did pay more money for the room we don't have. So,
I assure you, your mother is only paying the rate for your current room.
right. You guys made a mistake. Okay, so just own up to your mistake. It's all I'm asking.
Well, if there's been a mistake, I do apologize. I'm so very sorry.
Thank you.
Who are they?
It's this German couple that's staying in our room. He's a liar.
The husband?
No, the dude at the fucking desk.
He said he apologized.
Yeah. He told me the Germans were leaving Wednesday, so we wouldn't have enough time to switch rooms and get in there. They just told me they're flying back to Hamburg on Tuesday.
Well, then we can get into the room on Tuesday. What's the big deal?
He lied.
Well, maybe he just got it wrong.
No. He does not want us to have that room.
Why wouldn't he want us to have the room? Why would he care?
I bet because he thinks
Who were you in?
No. No, I was actually trying to not be an
That you failed?
I call my mom, see if they were fond of the difference between the rooms.
Do you know who you're dealing with? His father is Peter Patton. You have to make this right. I send all my clients to the White Lotus. I've given you loads of business. I know Randy Zioli personally.
I'm taking care of it, sir. I told you.
I will call Randy Zioli.
I'm giving them freebies. They'll be in the room by Wednesday.
I thought the Germans were leaving Tuesday.
We have our cleaning protocol.
Oh my God. Protocols.
We'll get them in as soon as we can. I have to go now, I'm afraid.
Tuesday.
That you could help me. I have something really important that I need to do. I brought my mother's ashes with me, so I could spread them in the ocean. And I just realized yesterday I'm gonna need a boat.
Oh, we have our resort boat you can charter.
Is it free today? Because I really need to put this behind me.
Would you like to take it out at sunset? What?
Sorry, I just want to tell you that Mr. Patton from the Palm Suite wants to talk to you.
Are you kidding me?
What?
He thinks we've ruined his honeymoon? Him. I will ruin his honeymoon.
Well, he's eating by the pool.
Listen, I want to do something special for my wife, something kind of romantic. It's our honeymoon. I'm thinking a candlelit dinner, totally off on our own, somewhere cool. It's like a beach or a cliff or just like an Instagram spot,
Yes, how wonderful.
Yeah.
And of course, we do private dinners for couples all the time. But since you're such valued guests, and with the whole mix-up regarding your room, I would love to come up with something really unique.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
What about a candlelit dinner on our charter boat at sunset?
That sounds perfect.
You can watch the sunset from a private cove.
It's become a bit of a game, if you want to think in game theory terms, which, for those who aren't aware, I think game theory is simply studying strategic interactions as if it's a game. And here we have a little bit of a sequential game where Shane and Armond seem to be making moves. So in the absence of vengeance or spite, I'm wondering what would you think the payoffs here should be for Shane and Armond in these cases? I don't know if you've had any thoughts on that. Like what are they trying to accomplish if we don't factor spite in there? What would we think they should be doing?
I think if I put myself in Armand's shoes, and I'm not thinking of spite at all, I have a customer who feels like he has been wronged. And since I'm in a business of customer service, I should be, on my best behavior, or at least make it look like I'm on my best behavior for that customer to have a good experience.
Yeah.
From Shane's side, once again, if we're not considering spite and we're thinking that he's kind of stuck in this room that is not the preferred room, I would hope that his focus would be on making the honeymoon enjoyable. Right?
Yeah.
Taking
I think I agree, right? I mean, if you're Armand, right, it's just let's make the problem go away. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Assuming an absence of vengeance here, it's a customer, and at this point he knows he did screw up, or somebody screwed up and double booked the suite that Shane had actually paid for. Clearly, though, he's tipped over the edge. And one thing I enjoy about this in teaching, when I teach game theory class, we actually talk about, okay, you have a written preferences here, and we'll often play an ultimatum game. An ultimatum game is you give one person some amount of money to divide, but the other person has yes or no authority. So, for example, let's say it was $10. And if somebody offers, okay, we each split it, we each get $5, the other person has to say yes or you both get nothing. Now, in theory, if somebody said, hey, I'll give you $1, okay, you either get $1 or you get nothing, you should take the dollar. But some people would realize, wait a second, that other person's getting $9. It's worth it to me. I will give up $1. I will pay $1 to make them suffer for the vengeance or the spite. And it really does seem to change. I don't know that we've seen it in Shane yet, but we've started to see Armand's preferences seem to have changed.
Yeah. And by the way, I did want to draw attention to a fantastic utterance here from Armand. Did you note that he said a really unique experience? As if we have levels of unique, right?
Yeah. I didn't catch that before. Yeah, the levels of the uniqueness, the experience. Well, I don't think he was wrong. If there was a level of unique experience, this is going what we're about to see next is there. So why don't we go back to the next clip where we see how the boat trip ends up and a little bit about Shane's reaction to it.
It's all for us?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
All that for you.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Thank you for coming. I know I don't know you, but I'm glad you're here. Well, these are my mother's ashes, and I just want to say that, I don't want tonight to be a downer. My mother would have wanted us to have a good time. So let's have fun, okay? I think I need to set this down.
My apologies, so sorry. Oh, how was your candlelit dinner last night?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It blew, frankly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you put us on a boat with a crazy lady who's having some kind of memorial service. You knew that she was out there to spread her dead mother's ashes on the goddamn ocean.
Well, she might have mentioned that.
I'm trying to do a romantic gesture for my wife. I got a crazy lady who's having some kind of nervous breakdown. So, no, it was not romantic. It was a dumpster fire show.
I had no idea. I'm sorry, your vacation isn't everything you'd hoped so far.
What I want is to speak to your boss.
Well, I am the resort manager.
Yeah, but you have a boss. Who is your boss?
Our general manager, Mr. Zioli, is at a conference this week.
Yeah, I want to get in touch with him. Can I have his number?
I'll have him call you.
No, I'm calling him.
I will have someone bring you his business card with his cell phone number to your room, and you can call him at your leisure.
Good. This morning, please.
God, look at her face. Poor thing. She's white as a sheet. Don't worry, I have my own room, and I'm here just one night, maybe 2 nights. I'm crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm totally crazy, I know. I was just so tense from the wedding and all the weeks leading up to it. I know you were too. And then Kathy Clement, I swear this was Kathy Clement's idea. She said, we should do a spa week at the Mauna Kea. And of course, that sounded amazing. And then I talked to you on the phone, honey, and you sounded so upset. You had me worried. And I thought, maybe I'll just pop over and see you guys for a second and give you a little love and then be on my way and go meet Kathy at the Mauna Kea. Please don't be mad at your mother-in-law.
Oh my God, of course not. I'm not mad. I'm really, really happy to see you.
Oh, good.
Well, my mother loves you.
No, she doesn't, Shane.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. What if my mom showed up? How would you feel about that?
It'd be fine. It'd be just fine. Plus, it would never happen.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Because you can't afford the plane ticket.
That is so fucked up.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, Shane, I know exactly what you mean.
I keep getting this message. The number you dialed is not in service. It's a bogus number. This!
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go ape on this guy.
Shane, we're in the middle of a fight.
We We have the rest of our lives to fight.
Okay. So we see the least romantic riverboat cruise ever. And a bit of the reaction. Shane has now clearly been impacted by this, right? As you said, I mean, some of his actions earlier and kind of going after Armand has led Armand to escalate and, give him a really horrible event. And now it seems like Shane just clearly wants revenge. That's what it looks like in my opinion, in here. And his preferences are completely distorted from what they would have been just 1 week ago for the honeymoon. Kind of a fascinating way on how the psychology and economics interact.
And the first time I saw this, when Armand is suggesting the cruise, the dinner cruise, I'm thinking, did he forget what he just did? And how is he going to get out of this? But then he reveals, in fact, he didn't forget, and he's doing this intentionally.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I mean, there's nothing more romantic than sharing a boat with somebody who's spreading ashes.
No, pretty crazy. And I mean, we talk about utility when we teach the classes, and everybody has a utility function, and it's, where does the utility function come from? Well, everybody's preferences are different here. They clearly have changed. What's the economics of rage or spite? It seems like we're seeing that in action with both of these individuals now. So Armand puts them on the boat. Terrible, terrible event that happens here. Now, and then Shane wants to speak to the boss because and Shane had actually had a phone call, right? Shane clearly had a call that Armand got yelled at already by somebody. And now Shane wants to speak to the manager. Armand just gave him a fake card, which you've got to figure that's coming if you're Armand. Like is Armand just incredibly short-sighted here? Is it the impact he's using drugs and alcohol right now? I'm wondering what's going through Armand's mind as he's trying to do this. Does he really think there will be no retribution? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, and I really hate to try to get inside of the mind of someone like this. But it could be just that he's so focused on winning this battle against Shane that nothing else matters, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that could be, and Shane seems so focused on that the honeymoon doesn't matter. So his preferences seem like they've been distorted and aren't really necessarily what one would normally think. But
well, I do want to mention that
sure. Yeah.
the casualness of the comment from Shane, well, that wouldn't happen. She can't afford it.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, usually it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not there's a level of perhaps respect and thoughtfulness that's not there for his bride. And then of course the mother's in too. I guess Shane didn't plan for his mother to come in, but he did indeed call mom during the honeymoon to deal with problems. So I guess it shouldn't be a complete shock that mom decided to show up.
And you gave all future all to be married people advice last time.
Yeah. Yes.
Do not mention your mother during the honeymoon.
Yeah. It's just call mom afterwards before, but crazy. Well, let's just watch let's conclude on with a little bit more on Shane and Armand.
There's someone in there. I can hear him.
Armand?
Dude's going down. You are down, bro.
No, you told me. Well, I have a lot to say about this particular guest. But John, Okay, no, that's fine. see Randy tomorrow, and we'll take it from there.
Hey. One of the guests at the spa was asking if we had any available rooms. I think she's fighting with her husband.
I don't care.
Come again?
I'm getting fired. I don't care.
You're what?
Yeah, Randy's coming tomorrow to fire me.
Shut up.
Yes.
Who?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
All of the things that we would think if they had taken a step back, if either party had taken one step back and taken a breath, none of, like it could have stopped a whole lot sooner. Shane doesn't get into the right room. What's the right action? Well, he probably, I don't know. I'm wondering. So there's the whole sequence. Like if Shane doesn't get in the right room and keeps pushing and pushing, Armand, kind of does the petty insults. Oh, you're calling mommy now. Shane calls travel agent so Armand gets yelled at. Armand puts Shane on the boat. Shane says, going to call your boss. Armand gives the fake number. Shane catches in the act. Armand gets fired. Armand goes into the room and Shane kills Armand. I'm curious of your thoughts of all of those various actions, which in and of themselves, I actually think each one you can kind of defend a little bit. Everyone, I mean, except maybe Armand at the end, but he just got fired, so I don't know. Where would be the best spot where this whole sequence could have stopped? And
I think the easiest point at which it stops is the initial point, right?
Yeah.
A customer comes to you and says, "I'm in the wrong room." Obviously, there's been a mistake that's been made, or at least it appears that way, right?
Yeah.
And you can't give him the room he wants because it is currently double booked. So at that point, you offer some sort of at least partial refund, apologize for the mistake.
Yeah.
And I think it's over right there. I think I think Shane would still be disappointed he didn't get his room, but I think he would take at least a small victory in getting the acknowledgement that they screwed up and get some sort of money out of it.
Yeah, you're probably right. You have to imagine Armand deals with a whole lot of, maybe not Shane's, but Armand as a professional probably should have realized that. Where's the next best spot? I mean, Shane, just trying to think of where the best spot Shane could have stopped. I mean, he's let it just completely destroy his honeymoon, and his wife almost leaves him after their honeymoon, which doesn't bode well maybe necessarily for their next however many years together. But
yeah, and I think of my own life, and I had a very dissatisfactory event at a hotel once, and I complained to the management there, and they did not take my complaint seriously at all. And so instead of doing anything with them right then, I simply wrote a letter to their corporate headquarters, and got a few free nights out of it.
okay, yeah.
And so there are different ways you can handle it, even if you aren't getting your way initially with somebody. You can easily look up who owns the hotel, if Armand's not giving you the factual information.
Yeah. And And then, so we think about the cases, talking about a little bit on spite and how much they hate each other here. And even after Armand gets fired, I mean, he's goes into the room then, and this is criminal behavior. I mean, this is stuff that gets you arrested. And I mean, in this case, because Shane was on edge because of the earlier break-in and, got killed. But, and most times it's just, I mean, he's literally decided to start committing a criminal act, which I don't think we had any impression that Armand was a criminal at the start of this. I think for those who think about game theory, the idea of revenge is a stunningly powerful motive.
Yeah.
That can sometimes make people do things that would otherwise seem irrational or not in the moment. Any concluding thoughts on the joy, the kindness between Shane and Armand?
I think something that's important to point out is the idea that if you're just taking a kind of basic level analysis from game theory, often the way we present it in economics, we say that in your previous example of the $10, you get offered $1, you accept it because you're better off, and we leave it at that. And I think in the real world that's just not true.
Yeah,
I think people are making decisions based on spite and based on revenge all the time. You see it because people get their feelings hurt. And when they get their feelings hurt, they start to behave in ways that, might not be in the best interest monetarily. However, they attach a great value in winning some sort of battle.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good way to close this. So thank you for joining for the conversation again, and thank you to everybody for watching. This is part of a series, so please like and subscribe and click the notifications bell, and you'll get informed when new videos drop. And until next time, we'll see everybody in the next video.